So we're here at New York Comic Con talking about Hostel 2, and I need to ask, why horror? What is it about it that appeals to you so much?
I loved horror movies ever since I was a kid. I can't explain it. It was, I guess when I was a kid, it was like when I was about 6 or 7 years old, there was cable television wasn't really big yet. So if you missed a horror movie, you'd never see it because they never ran on TV. So films like Dawn of the Dead, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Chopping Mall.
Oh, Chopping Mall I saw. That was 85. But I love Chopping Mall. Robot security guards that run amok in a mall. It's such a good movie. I remember watching that in 1985 on a double bill with Bachelor Party. But I loved those movies because there was something like forbidden about them. And it was always someone's older brother that had seen them, and you'd have to hear about films like Last House on the Left. And I love that horror movies kind of had no rules. They felt, the low-budget ones felt different from studio movies. You know, you knew there was something different between Raiders of the Lost Ark and a film like Dawn of the Dead. And they had these different actors, and it was the film stock and the way they looked. And I just grew to love it. I loved being scared in a safe environment. I just loved it.
Being that kind of indie horror movie that it is, and Hostel 2, now that Hostel 2 and then Hostel 2 coming out, how do you see yourself doing this as a series if this becomes as successful as, you know, most of the other series out there?
Well, I think that kind of 2 Hostel movies is enough for me. I mean, I don't know if it will continue. I wasn't planning on ever making a sequel to Hostel. And I loved shooting it. But the truth is I went from Hostel 1 to Hostel 2 without a break. And I've had my head in that torture room in Slovakia for about 2 years now. And I probably need to switch it up for a little bit. But I know that I'll always be involved in horror movies one way or another. I'll probably do a comedy after this if I don't go into another horror film. But I don't know if I'll ever direct another Hostel movie. But I know I'll always continue with horror films.
And last question, because I know you're in a hurry. Can you give us a really, really short synopsis of the movie?
Yeah, Hostel Part 2 picks up exactly, literally the next cut where Hostel 1 ended. You could take out the credits from Hostel 1 and the story would continue. And it's going to follow 3 girls that are these American girls that are studying in Italy. They're studying abroad for the year, and they get lured to Slovakia. But we're also going to follow these 2 businessmen, these Americans, and they get lured to the same place as well for different reasons. And we're going to follow the parallel stories until they all wind up in some horrible slaughterhouse and terrible things happen.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Pleasure talking with you.
Yeah, well, I hope I don't meet you in a dark alley.
Well, I can't say the same, but thank you.
Aw.